Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Scheduled Conflicts. Gob is back, baby.
Woo!
Woo!
Where's the floof? Where's the floofy here?
It went away with January.
Oh, it is the first, isn't it?
Yeah, happy February, everybody.
Happy pre-Groundhog Day, everybody.
February.
We're feeling the winter season here in Florida. It is kind of chilly.
It's actually chilly here too in Cali.
Yeah. So, y'all remember what happened last time?
We got called out.
We got called out. We get to relax. Some people went missing. Some people had play fights with themselves and lost.
I can't even beat an imaginary Slambo.
Stop playing with your imaginary friends, Torin. Help us.
Yes, that is true. After traversing the northern landscapes of Aleas, you encountered this decrepit town where a lone druid was allegedly fending off the influence of Aleas, the God Queen, or so he claims. You promised him in a peaceful transaction with Joust that you would help support him in his affairs and do anything you can to help stop Aleas from completing whatever goals she might have. Heading further south into Aleas, you finally made it to the town of Dragonbloom. It's massively built decorations out of nature itself. You all do your best to blend in. You disguise your now recruited undead horse. You've checked into the local Four Seasons Hotel, into the Winter Penthouse. Joust had decided at this point to go on an adventure towards the Bards colleges on the outskirts of town, while the rest of the party hunkered down, investigated their travels towards the Feywild, and into the great arboretum in the center, where they met Patre, who just revealed that who they are.
Which is very strange because no one knows us.
We shouldn't, especially around here.
So it's all three of them just gasping.
I must say it is an honor to be in the presence of such heroism.
Heroism?
I was not aware our name preceded us.
It would seem so. You have made a small but fortunate name for yourselves over in Falling Fire.
Oh. It's that version of the proceeding.
Sea shanties sing of the tales of a heroic group of people fighting against the elements of water, against the wonderful residents of Portiscale.
Ah.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Oh, right, yeah, forgot about that.
Alright, the Angry Wizard.
I haven't talked to him in like a week. Maybe I should send him a message.
No.
You keep in contact?
Sometimes.
We still have the same.
Usually only when I need something. Maybe he would like me.
That's a separate issue. That's a separate issue. So, from where exactly did you pick up our names?
Travel, word tends to travel pretty fast in my line of work. And as it so happens, Aleas is known to have a port town or two. Sometimes we like to share tales for information. It is a barter system, as you know, and information quite valuable. Heroics of some water battle out in the sea quite interest me. Question now. What are you all doing here? Seems you're very interested in the present ongoings here in the country. Or the Feywild, more likely.
Well, like I said, old stomping grounds, haven't been around in a few years.
Of course, of course. What of the rest of you then?
We're mainly following his lead.
Just following him? No interest of your own in this country?
I mean, we have several interests. One of us definitely took an interest in the bard colleges when we got here.
And I'm here on personal business.
Ah, personal business. You have a connection here, do you?
That's just a nice way of saying I don't feel like sharing.
It will come out one way or another, I assure you.
Oh, probably will.
Ominous.
You can try.
You know, I'm quite curious on the stories that have actually been told. War battles, you know, that's one thing, but I mean, you know, just who exactly has been embellishing and from what stories have actually been told. I don't know whether or not they're actually true or not. And, I mean, if it helps, we can verify.
So you wish to learn more of the tales that I have heard about possibly you?
If you're willing to share, and what that information might cost.
I didn't know you'd be the narcissistic type.
Anyway,
What do you have to offer in trade? See, money doesn't really interest me. The theater is already mine. I have all I need right now. What I am interested are things. Tales.
Was our friend's performance not good enough for this?
Oh, we had a wonderful transaction just now. He learned about the local ongoings, and I got to see him tripped head over tea kettle.
It's more than I usually get when I do that, to be
That's a
fair.
good trade, I will admit.
That is one business transaction done. It is not up to fate to decide how much that's worth.
trying to decide which story might actually be worth that much of information.
Stories, trinkets, a beautiful necklace, a nice little drawing, a vase maybe. Name it. But do not let it be coin. And then we can talk.
I'm looking to Alafi and Toro, just like, got any ideas?
How about a story of battle?
That might be something.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on which one.
There are places on the sea where, despite the growing cold, beasts of heat, steam elementals thrive not too far north of here. Northeast, really. A group of sailors, including us, Sanguine Band, accosted by these creatures.
Give me a performance check, Alafi,
Mm-hmm.
as you're trying
Jokes
to.
on you. Laffy's actually pretty good at this.
Yeah, as you try to emphasize the importance of
detail.
this story, like the embellishments of it all.
It is basically a pointless story, but you can tell, apparently.
That is a.
Oh, buddy.
You jinxed it. You jinxed it.
Oh.
Ah, the tales of a threat underneath the ocean currents. It is a tale as old as sailing itself. But one of such low merit is Not too much of interest to me. What else do you have in your pockets?
Let me think.
I would also accept local gossip.
Tora, why don't you,
We came for local gossip.
we did.
I meant your local gossips.
That's the thing.
Spill the tea, girl. Come on.
What about
Come on, you
a
must all be
keel?
seething with some sort of buried secrets.
I don't know about the kill
Step
line.
down a bit? We have plenty of secrets, but a lot of them need to stay secret.
Yeah.
Ah, well, that is no fun.
Listen, some secrets are just not very comfortable. Especially, ones that involve scars. Looks to a laughy.
It was just a thought. You were absolutely allowed to say no.
But if it's of some value to you, I can bend the rules a little bit.
Describe your experience. This one might find it interesting. Maybe.
You're familiar with Keelhole Calabaster?
A legend who has scarred the seas with his own bitter hatred.
Hmm. We were gathering some information, and he happened to catch us. We were
And you
trying
live to tell the tale.
Well, we were trying to tail him, and some of us nearly got killed in the process. These two in particular. Just points to both of them. So, when I managed to catch up, the first thing I said to him was, Calabaster, give me the fucking ropes.
See his eyes just like glimmer a little bit as he covers a smile with his hand.
Got scars to prove it.
To describe this experience, I want to make it shine on stage.
Oh, this is what he's into.
This guy,
dear.
freak. This guy, a freak.
The same spirit as Calabaster.
Alright.
Hey, Laffy will quickly add before you start. A tale of a friend's sacrifice to save the others.
A tale of
That's the help
those
action.
who lived the keel-hauling of Calabaster. Tragedy, hope. Please. You want to take the performance action with advantage.
Okay, yeah.
The Laffy is helping you.
Let's see, what is my performance check? It's not bad, actually.
Man, yeah.
12.
Well,
Okay.
you do as best as you can to retell the gruesome details of your conscious, painstaking efforts of getting pulled underneath a barnacle-ridden boat and to come out the other side alive.
If he still doesn't believe me, I will happily show a bit of the scars just by parting the hair behind me and just like revealing some of it peeking from the collar.
Kind of like leans, tilts his head to the side a bit to better look. I've survived much.
I have no idea.
Has somehow led you to me. I consider it an honor. So, a deal is a deal. So what would you like to know?
Where you picked up on names, And what stories have been told?
I assure you, it has all been good.
Good as a matter of perspective.
I mean, as long as they've got my good side, I'm okay.
Indeed they have. Tales of your heroism that have saved Portus Cale from the water menace.
It was very weird.
Ba-dum-tsh.
There was the matter of slipping underneath the radar of the great saints in Iron Edge.
I knows everything.
Seems they've
Something
got their
underneath
work
the
cut
radar.
out for them.
Oh, really?
Well, if you're already out of the country this far out, there is a slim chance that they will find you. But looking for you, they most certainly are. As far as the stories go.
Comforting.
Cryptic.
It was only to trade you information. I wasn't supposed to embellish it.
Please, do go on.
After you left Falling Fire, things seem to have quieted down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But a little bird had told me that liberation was needed in Gallius, and that the Pirate King had fallen by your hand.
Who could have possibly told you that?
I can only presume they did not give me their real name. They only went by the card, Blackjack.
Now it
Yes.
feels like there's a fan ripping us off.
He is my informant to the west, east.
Is that so?
Hmm.
He trades me some information on the east. I give him information of Allays here.
Hmm.
An even trade. Now, seems I have to turn your story into a play right now, so unless there is any other fancy tales you wish to learn or information about the ongoings of Allays, I believe we are done here.
Thank you for the information.
If there is ever any knowledge you wish to uncover, and if you have a good story in return, or perhaps a magical trinket you wish to dazzle upon someone's neck, I am
Oh, I
always
have
here.
this spear I'm not using. And I pull
Probably
out.
use that as a prop or something, yeah.
I pull out
Ascended sphere.
the glaive of the Pirate King that he was just talking about.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Ah! Legendary Spear of the Fallen King! What could you possibly want in return for such an artifact?
What you got?
He kind of like looks you up and down. Then he takes this like really cold look into your eyes. Our contact network is fairly spread far and wide. For something like this, perhaps something about your people.
And what could you know of my people?
Oh, the state and condition they are currently living in right now.
Oh, shit.
This is a magically enchanted weapon. It is astoundingly valuable.
Not to mention from a fallen king.
I sent him here on personal business. You seem to have nailed it on the head. I'm already on my own trail for finding the information you're speaking of.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time a Furbolg has traveled outside of their domain.
That's true.
In fact, you might say
Have you seen one recently?
I might have.
Hmm.
He's playing hardball on you.
Are you interested in such information?
Of course. Are you keen of furbolgs? Do you want to learn some more? I may not trade you the weapon of the Pirate King, but, well, deceased Pirate King. But maybe I can tell you a thing or two. Or I could share an ancient secret or two. I've come across some other much more interesting information.
Spear? In trade for your information of your keeper.
That's too broad a term. I can't agree to this.
Can I insight check to see like how confident he is and how much he knows?
Roll me an insight check.
That's breaking your balls, man. Break your ball.
Ugh, we're not rolling good today.
Mm-mm.
Angel have time enough to turn it around. 10. He has been oozing confidence since the moment you met him, and it has not come down. Whatever he's done to hone his poker face has done him wonders. Okay, well, how shall I broaden this perspective? How your Furbolg people in the east are no longer free of their own devices. And that the ones...
I already knew that.
Ah, oui, but did you know that one started it all?
That I did not know.
Someone...
But that is not worth the value of this spear regardless.
It might be. So you know that the Furbolg people are now under the oppression of giants.
Alafi definitely knew that.
But do you know how they became imprisoned?
I will admit, I don't know. But does not change the fact of the matter. It happened. The stories can wait. Not worth this spear regardless. Sorry for the disappointment.
Then you
Perhaps we could trade artifact for artifact.
Then you do not want to know of the revolutionary who started it all.
Oh, I'm sure I will hear plenty of that soon. Again, I'd be willing to trade you a separate story. Maybe the exact details behind how the Pirate King fell, since you know of that. Had a face-to-face talk with him, after all.
the spear and his story in return for... what now?
I mean, I would love to hear the tale of this revolutionary. Do you not have much coin? I would be willing to straight up just sell this to you if you're very interested in this weapon.
This seems so mundane, doesn't it? This for that, that for this. Spear for coin. It just doesn't really suit my fancy.
Gods, you two, I have seen people pay for ball busting like this.
That's good, because I'm done. Sometimes the trade doesn't always work. Regardless, good to meet you.
I feel like you're making a mistake, Alafri.
I've already learned everything I need to know.
It's your choice.
Mm-hmm. And besides, all the info he's about to give me, my wife will tell me. Pretty simple. When I say that, I specifically watch him to see if he gets a hint as to what I'm saying.
Roll me an insight check.
I love this.
The game is on.
The balls are being busted.
1 second as I use my
okay,
best
I shouldn't have said
skill.
that. I heard myself the moment I said those words.
23.
23. See the corner of his mouth curl up.
Who knows?
You wish to know of your wife?
Now we're talking. How about a story of someone who is for a story of someone who was? You tell me about Zarkadi, and I will tell you about an ancient King Durandorol. And maybe show you a little something more as well.
Very well. As he sort of...
This will make your rebellion story much more interesting when you're about to find out, man.
He sort of reaches his hand out to grab the weapon.
Not the weapon. I keep telling you, not regarding this. I put the fucking glaive away.
Oh my lord.
Story for
I
story,
know, it's
then
very
well.
Yep.
You're busting the man's balls. Jeez.
To show you some amount of respect, I'll have my friend start, and I will spend a key point on the mask to let the man himself talk.
And as you do, your arms begin to glow with the veil of the fists, and the face comes out, the long dwarven beard of King Durandorol himself.
Sorry, did I say I'd be telling the story? Durandorol himself will share a little tidbit of what once was.
You see both of his arms like raise up in like caution. Like you have definitely startled him with this.
You did not think the Sanguine Band was normal, did you? You want to talk about an interesting rebellion story? How about the one where an ancient king ends up returning?
Hold on. He just keeps his arms up and he slowly reaches towards your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns you around. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a retelling from the man himself.
You walked right into this one.
King Durandorol.
see like a small college group, like, oh shit, yeah, woo!
The best
Oh,
part
fuck, yeah!
is that one of the passive abilities of the mask of the astral soul is the ability to project their voice so that everyone within a certain radius can hear.
He
Because of the natural projection of this place.
From a mountain of skulls on a throne of blood. Like,
What do you think, Morgran? Tell them the story of how you died?
yeah.
That one's up for contention.
I was there, man.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Give me a performance check with advantage, because Durandal is literally retelling the story 100% accurately.
Yeah, let me just. It was a Tuesday.
20.
30-20, all right. Yeah, he gives a full-on first-hand account of the first rebellion between the dwarves and the giants.
There's got to be a history buff guy in the crowd just going fucking nuts.
Some old bald man in the beard going, oh! Just like hastily scrolling this down.
It's like when they go to the Avatar and there's that one guy who just foams and goes, oh, like passes out.
Like, wait, Jin, wait, Jin, I know those people.
Oh shit! Oh.
Oh, it is a full-on bloody affair being retold. The innocents that they tried to save, the countless dwarfs that were slaughtered in the revolution, and their unfortunate downfall. But most importantly of all was his oath of vengeance towards the giant that slayed him. The giant that now stands on his throne.
That's a good ending as he fades away. Just like, oh.
The crowd is like aghast with just this amazing tale.
And with that, allow it to turn back around. My stories are always worthwhile.
I will remember that for later.
Do you think your story's going to match mine for worth?
In grandiose, no. But I do believe it is exactly what you'll want to hear.
Perfect.
Although it may confuse you a little bit at first. Because she is
Interesting.
Because she is fine.
That I knew that. I didn't need to tell anyone that. This is Arkady we're talking about. Of course she's fine.
She is a resident of Elias now.
Fantastic.
And while King Durandor's revolution is nothing to go by, I would say Randos's revolution was the Furbolg equivalent of that.
1 second. Just Elafi bursts out laughing. Did they live? Or is my son dead?
As far as I know, he is still alive.
Elafi starts just the most boisterous laughter. Zarkadi is safe. My son yet lives. Elafi is like now standing at full height and is clearly on cloud 9 hearing this information. as if any weight that was on him has been lifted.
And he turns into a werewolf.
I'm good. We got 12 days approx of me not having to deal with that shit.
I know.
What else? Don't suppose you happen to know where my wife lives, do you?
In the capital city.
Can't be more specific? Okay, I'll find her. She's not hard to spot.
Indeed. They don't hide in Elias.
Amusing, that. Furbolgs once fey creatures returned. Still fey.
You rejected your banishment, you know.
What was that?
Your self-exile. Randos venomously disapproved of it.
It was sad that I had to leave.
He attested that the strength you showed against the giants that day proved that they could redeem themselves in the same way that you did. That was when his revolution began, and the Furbolgs were enslaved.
Well, if they thought my son's revolution was something, then they're not ready for me. Ilafi says, just stretching at harm. They are nowhere near ready for me.
I suppose with a thread like that you gave me, you're deserving of the last bit of information.
Thank you.
Doesn't go by the name Tarandos anymore.
No.
He goes by Deathbow.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Full circle.
Are you sure your son's not still going through his usual edgy phase?
Yeah, because, God, that's a dumb name.
Whatever, Dad.
Let's
It's not
see.
a fey.
That's even dumber than mine.
Wow, you said it, not me.
That's something, all right.
He earned that name. He has killed many.
Mm-hmm. That does not surprise me. I taught him myself. You're not in any danger. I'm actually quite friendly, don't worry.
Please, I
don't
never
think it was
considered
one.
you a threat.
Oh, shit.
Good. Good. I prefer it that way. Damn.
Anyone else like to empty their closets out for me? He sort of just like waves his arm out to all of you.
Ilafi is just gonna immediately like sit down on one of these steps and is immediately in thought.
If I may have
Not
one
center
more.
stage. Someone else gets to talk for a bit. God damn.
If I may have one more. Though if you need to, I can wait last.
I believe I've gotten Ilafi here. I've gotten Tor's local gossip.
You're up, sunshine.
I mean, you've got my scars, but I can definitely offer one more.
And what is the price?
Hang on, let me double check my notes real quick because I want to make sure that I get this right.
I mean, you can make some shit up, too. He doesn't know.
I'm not gonna make shit up. If it isn't based in some form of truth, there's no point.
Or as y'all have been telling you, he has been giving you the honest to God truth.
I love it.
Saint
Goddamn,
Bernador,
Cobb.
Saint Bernador, and the traitors that he's slain.
To know of the saints. Saint Bernador.
I wish to know of the Ashen Hand specifically.
What sort of tale will be worth that kind of
How about a mystery?
sort of like
Everyone loves solving a good riddle. Everyone loves solving a good mystery.
sort of raises an eyebrow?
The name I go by is not my real name. I don't know what it is. And I believe
Yeah, your pain.
Mystery Saw.
Sorry.
Do you mind,
continue.
Alafi?
Sorry, my brain is going at a mile a minute.
Just focus on what you have
Just
right now.
just
Don't
sit
worry
and
about it.
yeah, just sit and focus and let me harass him.
Yeah, you're more suited to it. You're right.
I believe that Saint Bernador had something to do with it.
I'm sorry, but it sounds like you want to put me on a search and rescue mission for your past deeds.
I can tell you that the story you uncover would be more than enough payment. Who would be the first to know but you?
I solved the mystery to learn the mystery.
You get to have the first satisfaction that I've been searching for in over half a decade. You would be the first to uncover the truth. Not only that, but maybe even crimes that the Ashen Hand might have done on behalf of Falling Fire.
And what are you asking in return for that? It sounds like you are speaking in circles.
What I want is just to know whether I was among one of those traitors and what that name is. That's it.
So let me get this straight. You want me to solve a mystery to unlock your mystery that you think that I know.
I think that you would have the better network in order to find out. Especially if Blackjack's working with you.
Blackjack is just one of many, yes. I'm sorry, it sounds like you know him.
Never met him in person, but he's a reliable contact. I can concur with that.
His eyebrows raised, his eyes shut, just like, Very well. The Ashen Hand are the trusted spies of this saint. They go about uncovering the dug up dirt, the undead, and hunting them down. do you think happens to one who does not get their job done?
Certainly some form of corporal punishment.
Say,
Is that really worth?
if someone were to have been captured behind enemy lines and left to hang, think a saint would save them?
Given what I know of falling fire, not likely.
That is only one half of your answer. I will need time to figure out the other half.
How much time do you need?
You see him wave his hands in the air. Tora, you recognize this spell. You don't understand what he's saying, though, because it sounds like gibberish. Which is where I turn back to Pain and say, you understand what he's saying because he's speaking Thieves' Cant.
Ah.
Ipso quiddo.
And he's relaying all this information as if it's like bird watching. You know, like, we need to see if the cardinals are flying across the bay this summer. What he's actually saying is, I need eyes on this thing right now. I need you to look into the cardinals, meaning the saints. And that he will give the rest of the information later.
This won't be the last time that we pass through Dragonbloom. We'll be heading over into Elais, the capital.
Well, of course, if you are going to see his wife.
So, during that time that we're gone, gather what information you can. Whatever you have when I return, it'll be what it is. The only thing that I really want, more than anything at this point, is just a name.
By the grace of my informants, all turns out well. You will have your name. And I will have a mystery solved.
I certainly hope it's worthwhile. If it's not, I am so sorry to disappoint, but I can definitely offer something far better than that if that be the case.
We will see.
Thank you.
Now. If everybody's dirty laundry is now on my stage, I will have to clean this up. I bid you all...
Mine was very interesting.
I bid you all adieu, and a good luck.
To you as
Sanguine
well.
Band is going to need all the luck they can get.
Thank you.
Oh, and if you, one more thing. If you ever find your, mechanical friend around, tell him his family misses him.
Huh?
He starts walking away.
What is that supposed to mean?
Hang
Au
on.
revoir, au revoir.
He did mention a house redacted at one point in time, so maybe he just doesn't even remember.
haven't heard of House Redacted.
I'm more interested in the fact that it was referred to as a family.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't want all of our mysteries to be solved just by asking him.
Oh, if only they could. Anyway, shall we head over to the inn that Drona picked out?
About that, I suddenly feel the need to find a tailor.
Why?
Just watching him walk away and like, I'm suddenly feeling inadequate.
Laffy just
All right.
laugh when
You
you say
heard,
that.
you heard it, folks. Make a clip of that. Make a clip of
So,
that.
so what you're telling me is that you're feeling a little bit self-conscious. You're feeling like you're being stood up by him.
I have a sudden drive to improve. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
He needs a cape of bellowing.
Hell yeah.
Come on. Let's
Best
go get
magic
you a
item.
pretty new outfit.
You two should pick an outfit that matches. I'm gonna go find. I don't know, Drona or Joust. Who should I go find? Looking at these two again.
Drona's probably fine, but you might need help finding Joust because God knows what he's done.
Knowing him, he's probably not even following any of the directions that we fucking laid out.
Boing, 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 boing.
Cue to Joust walking, not follow any of the rules. Do. As he's like doing like a little dance line.
Joust is a rebel.
So, Joust.
A gorilla on a motorcycle. Do. Just like saying all these random things as he's walking.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so Joust just started walking where it's like he saw a sign pointing to some college. He didn't really look at the sign and just followed that. Like, all right.
I forget what it's called in the, I forget what it's called in Greece, where it's just those, like, the tall columns and, like, the big open area.
The
Is it just called a forum?
Yeah, it's a forum.
Yeah, forum.
So, in this sort of like this naturally designed forum, you have these giant redwood trees standing as the columns to this large spread out forum. You can hear the instruments just looming over the hills and across the townways as they all seem to converge to this one place, this College of Glamour.
Wow. As I'm just like, here, I'm probably following the music. Like, that is a beautiful symphony.
Yeah. You're seeing instruments from every exotic trade and art form all coalescing here. You the djembe drums, the flutes, the lutes, the lyres, the sires, the large timpani drum sets, the didgeridoo, the harpsichords, the hurdy-gurdies. There's this.
Oh wow, a crotellum.
There's this angelic man standing in the corners, playing a triangle as an instrument, singing tales of champions.
Avoid him.
I'm probably looking, and then somebody else starts playing something, and it kind of distracts me again, and I keep walking. I'm just like, my head's like just rotating around like 360, looking at everybody, like walking.
You kind of walk past him. His only audience member appears to be a rat.
Oh. I hate it here.
That one's for you, Luis.
Love ya. I'm just looking around. I'm just like, I'm kind of keeping an eye out to see if I see Velroth, Altier, or Ichi. I'm just kind of glancing around, and if anybody catches my eye, or if anybody looks familiar. And kind of just seeing if there's any major big congregations, or like see if there's a class being led and just sit in on it or something.
You don't see
Just
the
do what a
dragon...
normal college kid would be doing, yeah.
You don't see the Dragonborns here. You assume they must be at some other college learning about deep lore.
Yes. I'm just kind of looking around like, I'm like, oh well, it seems like I was meant to be here. Although I did get turned around quite a bit. I'm just looking around and I'll be like, I'll go up to probably like a little drum circle and just like kind of sit down and grab like a small drum and just start like patting it. Just like, excuse me. I was actually looking to see if I could sit in on a class or something.
Class? Just see this like long-haired man with like one of those tiny bongos looking up at you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm new into town. I assumed this was some sort of credit academia.
I mean, yeah. We learn from each other, man. This is a safe place of sharing and information of all the musical arts, man.
Wow, far out there, friend. He's like... So I like to think the camera pans over the guy and pans over Joust like in a hippie outfit. Far out, man.
When did we get to Malibu?
Oh.
See a Santa with roller skates go by, like, wow, far out, man.
I'm going to say this is more like Venice Beach.
That's just Venice Beach, straight up. I would say that. Last time I've been, yeah, you know, this is the pier on Venice Beach for sure. Like,
yo, first time at Dragon Bloom.
Ah, yes, I felt it in my soul to pull me towards where I was meant to be.
And settle in, wrap yourself up.
All right then.
Play what your heart feels, man.
What my heart feels. That is an interesting question.
What's it feeling, man?
It's feeling strange, as if that all the world's changes, and yet none are possible within an infinite moment of oneself.
Just see him like faded, just nodding his head up and down, just like,
he's like,
so, man.
Right. I feel
you take that, man. You take it. You put it into these nice hands of yours. And project it onto the instruments.
Just like
sing out your heart, man.
Yes, that is true. These are strong hands. I suppose I shall. And Joust is just gonna, like, just whatever really comes from him, just like, maybe it's a slow little beat that's just like the rhythmic thumping of his heart that will build out kind of almost like, like, kind of like little Seussical-y, like, about it, like, come out from him, and he's just like kind of like listening to other instruments and just like feeling that almost like a harmony kind of build up around him. I just like feel that kind of different electronical sounds like kind of come from him with this little guy just drumming like, yeah, I'm being a bass beat.
Give me a performance check.
Hell yeah. Let's see, I think it's still a +8.
Joust does what Joust does best.
Yeah. If it's a nat 1, it just a sudden horrible explosion. Everyone dies. How about an 18 + 8? Hot damn.
How about a 26? All right.
As Joust
Heyo.
have you ever seen like Camp Laszlo where it's like they're looking for a genius and he's just playing like a bottle or something and it's like good.
Oh yeah. I remember that episode vividly actually.
It's literally like Beethoven's like Ode to Joy almost. Like, oh, it's beautiful.
Joust, can you roll me a D100?
Good. Let's see, day 100. Let me grab that one, and I'll need a D10.
Please wild surge and freak out this stoner.
Please, 47. And I turned to Wild Plane. He's like, he just grabbed some edibles. He's like, damn, these were stronger than I thought.
Damn, man.
We have a 72.
72.
72. Shuby Ray.
As you're doing this performance, it almost feels like the world around you vanishes for a moment. Like you're almost floating in this miasma of just wild blues, space dust, just fog that looms over your legs as you're sitting. Like, you're looking around and you still see the form around you, but like the people around you in the circle have like disappeared, and like for the first time in a while you feel absolutely alone.
I get a real big, like, you play so well, you, like, go into your soul, like, soul vibes from Pixar. Like, oh, shit, I've entered the 8th.
Well, no, you made everyone within 30 feet of you become invisible for a minute.
Wow. Crazy, man. As I'm just like, wow, far out, man. Sometimes you really are alone, even though you're never really alone, man. Crazy. He's like,
Dude, you should take a trip to Mesmeria, man.
I'm sorry, Miss who?
The Mesmeria Lagoon, man.
Oh.
It's this, like, huge getaway island, a paradise where you could just unlock that heart's potential in you, man. Like I'm feeling your heart like it's mine right now, brother.
Wow. You know, that does sound good. And do I follow my heart to it, or is it an actual place on a map that you could show me? Just thinking about it. Is it a tangible location, or is it like?
Oh yeah,
he waves his hand.
The ferry runs twice a week, man. You can go whenever you want down by the river port.
Oh, okay. Is that just right outside of town?
It's in town, man. The river cuts through the town.
Oh wow. I will have to catch it next time. Thank you. I am sorry, I did not get your name.
It's Saw, dude.
Saw. Wow, Saw. I can barely see you. Well, actually, I cannot see you as I'm looking around. No one's around me.
How'd that happen? What the fuck? And at that moment, like they all like reappear again. The drum circle comes back.
See one guy
they're
just
all
like,
just kind of like wigged out, like oh.
One guy looks like he's having a bad trip, man. I don't want to take any more of these drugs, man. Like kind of like freaked out. Oh, sorry about that. That happens.
The heavenly man in the corner comes over and just like, hey, that's pretty cool, man. We should totally make a band together.
Oh, I mean, I'm currently in a band right now, but maybe after all this is done, I'll take your number and we'll do like a Simon Garfunkel type of thing. How about that?
What?
Okay.
You know, yeah. I mean, I'll my people will call you. How about that?
I mean, you won't need to call my people. You'll just see the line of groupies walking up towards me as I play my magnificent music as he just like chimes the triangle in his hand.
And he thinks about it, he's like, well, I do not know much about groupies, but you can have my share, I guess. Does he not?
See, we're already working on a game plan. That's nice. All right.
All right, shake on it. And Joss will hold out his hand for a shake.
Yeah, he shakes your hand.
All right. And he's just like, I don't think I could. Joss thinks for a moment, I don't think I could ever play the triangle as well as that man did that day. It's like a Morgan Freeman thing. That man, it was the start of a beautiful friendship. Me and my, just like kind of like nods, and he's just like, well, I appreciate that, but you've put me on the path that I must go. I must follow where my heart goes. Thank you, everyone. And you, I will see you after all this is over, my friend.
All right, man. Awesome.
But yes, you all. I'm sorry, I did not introduce. As Joust does a deep bow, takes off his hat. I am Joust.
Ha, saw, dude.
Yes, saw, brah. Catch you on the flip side. As he does the fingers, he's like, I better find my way back home, back to where I'm supposed to be. And he'll start awkwardly walking around, he probably bumps into a few tents that he wasn't supposed to do. Oh, sorry, pardon me. Walk through a guy hey, my sand art. Oh, sorry. Whoops. One of those Tibetan sand things, and one more sand and 20 years of work will be done. Whoops. No. Whoops. Sorry. And yeah, I'll head back to the Four Seasons, and now it's like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. I've got to he knows what he wants to do, and he's gonna ask where that fairy is at the office desk. He's just run home, Joe, straight home.
So I will simplify this and convene you all back to the hotel because most of you were going there. Alafi was looking for you.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Drana's probably in the bar.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, just the bar
nice.
down at the Four Seasons, the little entranceway.
I'm gonna sit right next to her.
Also, real quick, Gob, what was the name of that island again?
Mesmeria. It is off to the.
Mesmeria.
It's off to the west of Aleus.
Ah, okay. I will probably ask anyone about that, and probably Taurus, since everyone said that he is the expert of this area. So I was like, oh.
Red, it's on the map.
Yes.
Literally.
It's literally right there.
I know. Joust doesn't know anything about a map. He's like,
I don't have the
I'm
map.
getting character, baby. I don't have the map. Yes. But yeah, I would have to ask about
Oh my
it.
goodness.
Yeah. And yeah,
So,
Joust is...
I'm gonna hop on over to the bar and just sit next to Drana.
Oh, good afternoon.
Hey. Sitting all here by your lonesome.
Just making sure I don't get lost and you guys know where to find me.
Around you.
Indeed. So did you find anything interesting in this town, or are we just moving on?
Well, definitely some interesting information, but no reason to stay any longer than we need to, I don't think. I mean,
That's
unless
good.
Dora really wants to stay, but I highly doubt it.
Well, we have the penthouse for the night.
How did you manage to fucking get a penthouse?
Not me, Joust.
Everyone, I have wonderful news. I know where I belong. Kind of like...
Huh?
What?
I found my calling, and it is not here. It is far away.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
No,
No.
Oh, right. Yes, I should probably say where it is. According to all my new friends, it is on Mesmeria. That is where I can unlock my heart's desire.
Is it though?
It is. That is what they said. She's nodding.
Alright, bye.
All right, bye. He's ready to turn on. He's looking. He's like, okay. I just wanted to
Stop.
let you know.
Stop doing that. You're confusing the child.
Oh, but it is so
Mary?
wonderful. I felt connected and so belong. Like I was at the beginning and end of all creation and things.
Mm-hmm.
Gob, have I ever heard of Ms. Maria?
Yeah, I want to know the same.
Give me a history check. I'm kind of making a switch right now because my phone's gonna die.
Oh dear.
Oh,
No. Oh, Mesmeria. I have MIS, Mesmeria. Mesmeria.
Like mesmerize.
Yes, Mesmerize.
And I doubt this has anything to do with Fae, so.
It actually does.
Oh, so I get advantage.
Hey, you'll need it.
I'll just roll again.
Ah, yes, slightly better.
11!
okay, 17.
17. So Mesmeria comes to your knowledge, TJ, as a resort island. It is. Imagine Bora Bora,
Oh, beautiful.
Ooh.
but with that
Yeah.
extra Feywild touch, where like everything is just like that Feywild exotic. There's nothing natural about this island, but it is known as a hot tourist destination for people to unwind, relax, get the royal treatment, like the full spa treatment, as well as explore the island. As the Saw told him, unlock his inner potential.
That is what my friend Seesaw said.
Uh-huh.
We were at a drum circle. I turned everybody invisible, and yeah, it was great. I felt very cool, brah.
We've got to figure out how to get you to stop picking up language. Mesmeria is mostly a magic tourist trap.
Oh,
Oh, good. He's going
How
to get
far off is
scammed.
it?
scam. What scam?
I wouldn't call it a scam. It's just I wouldn't go there for self-discovery. I would go there if I wanted to get away, soak in some nature, some magic, and, you know, potentially get some lady favors.
Well, I did agree to another friend to, after all this adventure was done, to give him all of my groupies, as he said. Whatever that means.
Oh, God.
He
Yeah,
seemed like a cool fellow. He played a triangle pretty mean.
I don't know who this is, but I want to punch him.
You know,
He's-
I kind of want to do the
he's-
same. Can I
he
kick him
seemed
while he's
like-
down?
He seemed like a stand-up fellow.
Yeah, why is he standing up? He should be lying down.
Oh, okay, and just lays down.
No, not you. Not you.
Oh, right, and then sits back up. But they said there was something unique about me, something that could only be found there, and when he said it, it kind of almost resonated. Like here, in my guts.
Oh, he's not entirely incorrect about that. That's true. So,
And if anything, there isn't anything natural about me. So I guess, you know, it's like, you know, maybe where I belong.
it's either that or maybe we get some.
Mesmeria's magically artificial, not mechanically.
No, but I mean, there's definitely some kind of magic shenanigans going on with him, and if they might have some insight on what might be going on, then
Yes, if there's anything, I'm not really much mechanical besides my body anymore. In all honesty, I am probably something new. A little of old and something new. All I need is something blue and a dress, and I'm ready for my wedding.
But you're wearing blue.
Oh boy, now I am almost ready for my wedding. Just thinks about it. Like,
getting married?
I mean, I could.
To whom?
Once I find that special someone.
Oh god.
That is what the storybooks say. I am looking to see anyone who fits in this random shoe I found. And he pulls up a shoe. Yes, by all relationships I have found have learned from this book right here, for the fairy tale book. Like,
Hey, can I see that? Can I see the boot? Can I see the boot?
oh, all right. It's like just a floppy old shoe that he's found. Like,
Yep. I'm just gonna yeet it into the nearby river.
no.
Jeez.
Now I will never be a blushing bride.
You will, but
I'm
not
sure-
because of a shoe.
Look,
Okay.
Joust, I'm sure someday you'll find someone lovely that you'll want to settle down with and have a couple toasters.
Oh, well, no, I don't want to, like, have anything physical. I just want someone to talk to all the time with. Like
If you
Pain.
want someone
Like you and
to
Tora and
talk to all
Pain.
the
You
time
talk
and
all the
spend-
time.
Listen. If you want someone special that you can talk to and share, more of an intimate relationship, that's perfectly fine. But you're not gonna get it through a shoe.
What's a toaster?
Yes.
It's one of those like mechanical things that
Some of the
actually
some of the
heats up
phase
the
work on it. Don't worry about it.
brain.
I did not know you went to Fallen Fire. We have different instruments of cooking.
I mean, there are some instruments that actually make it all the way over to Skylysium, so yeah.
Fascinating.
It's quite
But either
convenient.
way, I am sorry. I did not ask how your day was. I heard there was some sort of a hullabaloo at the amphitheater.
There's a man dressed better than me,
That is unheard of. You are the most fabulous man I have ever seen.
right?
He's so jealous.
You see, Giles is just like besides me, of course, but I cannot see myself most of the time, so I guess that is a gimme.
I'm sorry,
But
Tor, you're jealous of a man who's dressed better than you.
It's not jealousy. I just don't like being second.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I will write that down. Tora likes to come first. Very good.
Alright,
Depends on who I'm with, really.
Joust.
Depends on who he is on top of. I mean, with, as he
What?
scratches that.
I'm gonna place a hand on Joust, and I'm just gonna say,
Joust, I'm afraid now I'm gonna have to kill you.
All right. If you're going to do it, I guess aim right here, as he points towards the middle of his chest.
Alright,
that is the
stand
most.
still.
All right then.
I'm
Look,
waiting
don't-
for
ask
someone
for
to
it.
stop me.
Just don't kill him at the bar. There's gonna be questions.
The bartender's like,
Please
you
no
gotta get
murder
a
in the
drink or-"
bar.
We're gonna lose our room.
Oh, by the way, how
He
was
made me
you-
laugh. It's not supposed to happen.
By the way, did you all see the room? It is beautiful. Darn, have you told them about it? It is the peak of beauty in winter and the glimpse of
Oh.
autumn on the evening wind.
I'm sorry, you said winter?
Winter,
Yes.
yes.
Come
I'll
on.
meet you in the room.
Oh yes, let's
I'll
all
show
go there.
you. And because I'm the only one with the key currently.
Yeah, we're just like
Please,
trying.
yes, please.
All right.
It's been ages.
I down my drink and I take everyone up to the room so we can have some privacy.
Yeah, that way we're not
Alright.
just yelling in the bar and everyone's like, dude, we're trying to relax here, man. We're on vacation. Like, sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Mm-hmm.
There's two Dragonborn in the corner. The fuck's a toaster?
And this guy's
That's my
like,
question, right?
the other guy's like, this is why we don't go to this bar anymore. You know that? This is why. Like,
So describe.
Listen, they have a free breakfast buffet in the morning.
describe the room for me, please, because I want to hear. I want to know
it was not.
how wintry winter is this winter.
Well, they asked for a wintry autumn package, so they sort of have those like glimpses of the falling red leaves, sort of like magically fading from the ceiling and like dissipating into a frosty mist.
I think you said it was something like one of those.
I did
like,
I did
Norwegian
describe it
ice
as
hotels.
like an ice hotel, where it's just got all those like those cool and dark colors. The furniture accentuates that with like these like crisp white paints. A very
and the
large
and-
balcony that opens up to the you can see the amphitheater from your room. A large bath that's like this half sphere ice bowl that is magically enchanted to like retain the heat inside it,
It's like a ice hot tub. Oh, I love that.
like an icy hot tub.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. This is good. This is good. Thank you,
See-
Jordan.
See, this is why
Of
John is the
course.
captain. She has impeccable taste.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it definitely feels like the winter court in here.
Does it?
Oh.
You been?
We visit once in a while.
Oh boy, I would love to go to the Feywild.
I mean, We're in the right place.
Well, I'll meet you there. It's just decided to, after I catch a ferry in 2 weeks.
Yeah, good luck with that.
All right then.
I'm gonna
Goodbye.
go and-
It's
and,
like ready to turn around and walk
All right,
away.
bye.
No.
Okay, and turns back. Okay.
I'm gonna actually turn around and go over and over to the like bathing area and like fucking take a bath. God knows I need it.
First thing I did too.
Well,
long was it?
Joust is gonna sit on the patio, like kind of just
It's-
ignoring the view.
It's heavenly.
Excellent. Fantastic. Drona, this is perfect. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't say this lightly, Trona, but I love you. I know.
I wonder if there are any elven smiths in this town.
You know, now that I think of it, there probably is something a little bit more important than the guy who was dressed better than me.
Oh.
He knew us.
Well, I know you too.
No. Yeah, this is a stranger who shouldn't have known us, but he knew who the Sanguine Band was.
Well, in every
Huh.
town I've been gone to, I have told of our escapades to every waitstaff, every bar, and every traveler, so I assume any info would travel out there as well.
Okay, I'm killing him when I get out.
Anyone. We've been
What?
around you constantly.
Well, I mean, any person that has not been here, people at the Mage College, the pirates, I've talked to so many people.
You officially cannot wander around without a supervision.
Oh, okay then. I
Anyway.
mean, what's the problem? We want to gain fame. We are adventurers, are we not?
We also have wanted posters.
Well, infamy, fame, isn't that the same thing? Just drugs.
No.
Oh.
Doubt we're
well,
wanted here, of all
well,
places.
as far as I remember, it was just Fallen Fire. But jurisdiction-wise, if we are dealing with said enforcement, such as the Saints or anything like that, we are not safe anywhere.
From
But
what
out
we're
here,
told,
it
we're
would be a bit
pretty.
further.
From what you said, we're pretty far out from their view, so we shouldn't be caught here.
I mean, it depends on who's chasing us, but 60-40. Just shrugs like, But yes, I was going to ask, Alafi, have we heard any news on information? You said you were looking for a portal to get over to where your family was.
We don't need to worry about it.
All right then. Now that the mission has been accomplished, can we go have a vacation? Okay. Just like, well, he says it's good. But yes, what about a 2-week vacation? We can go have a beach episode.
We still have my sister and my friend kidnapped, and whatever Lafi's wife is up to right now.
Oh, I see. Well, then it looks like we will have to put a pin in this beach episode. Just like right. Hey,
I'm just gonna be submerging myself into the water just to fucking like drown out the noise.
Yeah.
You don't need to breathe.
you're-
I don't need to
After-
breathe, so I can stay down there for as long as I want.
To elaborate for Joust and Drana, the man at the amphitheater, Patre, I think it was his name, no?
Patre.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
Padre.
Mm-hmm.
Padre means
Not
friend.
only knew of my wife,
Mm.
but he's heard of my son as well.
Who is your son?
That's part.
My son. I guess I might as well tell
Your
you the name.
son?
Yes. Tarandos,
Tylenol, yes.
also known as Deathbow.
Why does he
Stupid
hate
name.
Bo? You see, Joust is like, why does you see Joust thinks he's like, why does he kill bows?
God, the name's funnier when you say it.
Ah, yes. So his name is Tylenol, and he kills bows. All right.
Okay, yeah, don't worry, I'm most of the time this to Drana, not you, Joust, it's fine.
Okay. Wait, isn't Deathbow one of the people that Slambo talked about?
Yep,
Yes.
sure is.
Yeah.
Ah.
Said he's the
Okay.
scariest among them. I'm kind of proud of my son right now.
Well, I am proud that you are proud of your son.
I think
God,
I
your
taught him
son-
everything he knows.
Yeah, and he could apparently beat your ass now.
Oh boy.
Well, I did give up my entire
Find out
way
about that.
Well,
when I was banished from my tribe, after all.
well, you know what they say. You know, age does make you a bit slower, Laffy, but he is what, 100?
At this point, he would be 119, 120.
Oh, he is
Oh.
a spry boy.
Yeah, that's his prime.
That boy is peak fitness right now.
I'm still in my prime. What are you talking about?
What? You're probably over the hill. 200, 300 Laffy?
Look, okay, look.
189.
Oh,
You silly robot.
Yeah,
What?
for some of us, our prime lasts a couple centuries.
yes.
Mhm.
I don't think
Fair.
I am as peak as I will be built.
That's a shame.
I know.
And I think this is as prime as I'm getting.
Oh, Drana, you are gonna age like a fine bottle of wine.
I don't think Drana's going to age much at all, no? That's how that works?
Oh boy, that is
Kinda.
awkward. As Josh thinks about it. Oh.
I don't actually know how it works.
Hmm.
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
perfectly fine up to this point.
We'll wait 100 years and see what happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will.
If I'm-
I will.
if I'm
I
still
will
around.
enjoy. That's true. Most of us will be friends for a long, 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 long time. Just looks around.
You hear that, sunshine?
See
You don't
Payne
hear,
making
you
a
don't hear a
towel.
response. He is submerged in the water. It's like he
I-
disappeared.
Stealth into the tub. Blah 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 blah. blah. Just sinks into the tub.
He can stay in there for as long as he wants. He doesn't need to breathe.
Very handy.
But you'll be so pruny after a while.
He's not gonna care.
There's no circulation. You
Oh,
might get a
man.
little bloated, but you wouldn't get pruny.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
like a drowned
It's
body.
actually
yeah.
really gross to think about.
Well,
God.
well then,
as
I
as
suppose
someone
that-
who's had to research boiling corpses for a session once, yes.
Yeah, it is gross. That's gross.
God.
Well, either way, Alafi, now that we have this news, what is the plan?
Well, I would like to go see my wife regardless. I found out she's also free in Elias.
Ah,
Not
So-
surprising. Someone less than a giant trying to keep her contained wouldn't be able to. But more importantly, I found out that this is going to be very funny for those of you in the know. My son led a revolution against the giants.
wow, that sounds like the beginning of a hero's journey.
Sadly, he failed and was captured.
That is the third part of a hero's journey. It's just like that's straight up pretty fucking awesome. All he needs is the help from a helpful mentor to continue on his journey.
Well, I guess we know which direction we're heading after Elias.
Once we're done helping Tora, yes. That the situation over there likely isn't going to change. Have I mentioned I am so proud of my son? I wonder what my daughters are up to as well. I imagine they probably helped a bit. Knowing them.
Yeah, probably.
The only question I might have is, do you think this Patre might know more, or maybe he is involved and is informing our enemies of our location now? Since we
Nah.
are very valuable.
Are we?
If he's going to share that
You
information with
are.
anyone,
By proxy, you are all valuable by being near me.
Yeah, but the number
I'm-
on the poster is a lot lower than yours.
Until they get the news of me, but
They were aware that we kind of liberated Gallius.
Also,
we did
That
a good
also-
thing. I don't know.
that also gives me an idea, Bruno. I had with Slambo. How are we going to get in contact with him, and where would we meet him?
Whenever it happens next.
All right. I
Yeah.
suppose
I imagine
he
if
will
I
find
talk
us
to my
before we find
son,
him.
he will likely be able to find out where Slambo is. All things
Hmm.
considered, the connection there.
Ah,
do you think the bows have contact with each other?
I mean, if anything, they might know enough about each other to be able to find each other.
I thought it was some sort of like epic rival where they each have like a headband and who is the top one and they fight each other every now and then to switch headbands. You know, kind of like a Afro Samurai thing.
What?
What?
You are dipping
What?
into way too many anime references.
I know. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. But yeah, no. Joust
Everyone
is like,
stares at Joust, deeply confused.
Yeah. But Joust is like, well, I suppose they would be all, knowing each other to see who is still the strongest among the three. Was it, or was there four?
Thank the gods there are 3 that I'm aware of.
Rambo, Capo, Deathbow.
Also,
Is that right?
do you think your son would be up to kill us like Slambo would?
No. It
All
seems
right.
like he was doing his best to fight oppression, so I imagine not, since we kind of do the same thing all the time, wherever we go.
Well, I guess the apple does not far fall from the proverbial green tree.
Yeah, so true.
You must be very proud of your baby boy.
Quite. It's unfortunate he got captured. I'll have to rescue him so he can do it again, but better this time.
Well, since we are close by, let's give your wife a hug. Again, go find your son after a little vacation to a nearby island.
No. We're still forgetting the part where my sister is captured.
Well, yes, maybe they are on that island. It's drugs.
I'm gonna knock your head to that island at this rate.
You know what? That might be a good idea. I will be able to see things over there.
No.
Okay, bye.
All right,
No,
I am
You
mailing
can't hear
myself.
anything.
You know what? I'm going to go see if I could go find a blacksmith because I just had an idea.
Do you need anyone to come with you, Captain?
Anyone who wants to continue seeing the city is welcome to come with me.
Oh boy, you are talking my language.
No,
Go ahead.
Man, I'm still looking for a tailor at this point, so sure.
A blacksmith in this town would be as much an artisan than they are a purveyor of goods.
Yep.
So,
like a
as luck would
jeweler.
have it, a tailor and a blacksmith wouldn't be uncommon as the same thing.
Oh. Oh, it looks like we're all going to the same spot.
Well, perception, persuasion. Find blacksmith.
I will persuade.
I'll take perception.
So wait, who all is going?
It's me, Tora, and Joust.
Okay.
Before we leave, I'll just tell Olafi, just every so often, just make some noise like you're still talking to Joust, just so Sunshine soaks as long as possible.
Is it weird? I think that
14.
Olafi would just put a
Right.
bucket on a thing and just rattle it every now and then.
Elafi gives you a nod and says, absolutely, sure. And in the moment Tora's left and the group is left, Elafi will actually call out to Pay and say, okay, they're gone.
Okay, finally.
For a persuasion
Just have some
check,
fucking
it's 26. 26.
26.
I got 14.
A local elf directs
Nothing
you.
for me.
Joust, a local elf directs you to this. Oh, what's the word?
Fabricator?
Was that a pun?
What? No.
I said fabricate. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, he's a fabricator. He fabrics, he makes fabric, and he makes things. So he
I
fabricates.
hate that makes sense.
Yes, he's a fabricator. Oh, honey, I am the fabricator. Oh, wow. Dinner and a show. It's really clapping.
You see a shop that has made its home underneath the roots of a tree. It sort of acts as like a dome beneath it. And you see strange thing. You see like these little platforms, these like little raised up stumps. And on them appear to be just articles of clothing. But they're not just standing still.
Oh.
Nobody's wearing them though. But they're striking poses. As if advertising themselves. Like they'll occasionally like bring the arm down and their like the sleeve will go over the back, like where the back of the head would be. And they switch to another pose. They switch to another pose, like empty clothes, like an invisible man posing.
Show.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh boy. Oh wow. This place looks fine.
Tora, give me an Arcana check.
Vogue, strike a pose. For fashion, magic.
24.
While you've never done this spell firsthand, animated objects seems to be the spell that is creating the movement in these articles of clothing.
Oh, that's clever.
Oh my goodness, invisible people making fashion models. How wonderful.
No, he's just they're just animating the clothing as an object.
Ah.
Must save a lot on mannequins.
But how much
would...
focus does this take?
Well, I mean...
It just
maybe
seems like they, left to their own devices, they seem to be fine.
Imagine if these all... I mean, they also can double as, like, you know, defense, too. They could attack people. As Josh shrugs, like... imagine a pair of underwear flying at somebody, you know? I don't know.
I would hate to get throttled by a jockstrap.
Just like... Well, I believe we found something for... Maybe this would be the perfect place for both of you. That is what that elven gentleman said.
Yeah, I'm willing to take a look inside.
By your leave, Captain, and if you need any payment, I'd be happy to help.
I glare at Joust.
What? I paid for the room with my beans.
Yeah, and that's all you needed to pay for.
Oh, Captain, you are my captain. I have to pay for you. As your cabin boy, I have to.
That's not how that works. Anyway, I head inside.
Yeah.
Just thinks it doesn't.
Well, while the clothes in here are less animated, you do see what appears to be a tailor hard at work as they like sift their hands through the clothing. You see like magic running through their fingers. You notice this lavender pink skin and these horns that sort of like gently caress the top of her. You eventually like see like almost like a set of like toddlers clothing scurrying up to her and handing her a needled thread set.
Oh no, she's got child clothing labor. Oh no.
He turns and she has these like bright lime green eyes. Ah, welcome.
Thank you. I started browsing around at some of the clothes, and I take quick peeks at her.
Joust would actually turn to Tora and be like, "I'm not gonna lie, she is gorgeous."
Oh, I mean, if even you can pick up on that, that must be true.
Funny enough, I do have
Tora
I do have a picture for you guys.
Ooh.
Really?
It's I have to
Be still,
go through my not
beating
dead phone.
heart. Be still, my beating heart. Oh. Maybe this place is making Joust feel romantical. I'm just saying. So, the Tin Man already had a heart the whole time, you know? Ooh, let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh,
Whoop,
did I actually
hello.
grab it? My
Hi,
bad.
hello.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was like just clicking outside.
You're trying to
there.
steal my character sheet?
You never take me alive.
Oh, she's cute.
She's adorable.
The
Lady
knife isn't
Tootsweet
considering-
at your service.
Toot sweet. Oh my god, yes.
Oh,
Honey.
bonsoir, mon ami.
She's not elvish.
She spoke Elvish.
She lives with elves. Makes no sense to me.
Well,
Anyway.
be careful with that raiment you have there. As Drana, you're like taking one of the clothes off the shelves and give me a strength check.
Okay.
It's heavy.
Just want to make sure this is correct. Yep. 15.
15, yeah. Like, you pull it off the shelf and it's not cloth, as this whole thing like almost weighs you down a little bit.
Oh, it's metal?
That is a glamored plate armor. Please be very careful with it. I worked very hard to disguise it as clothing.
Oh shit!
Oh.
She's got like super James Bond clothing. I love this
Oh,
shit.
that's
metal
nice.
as fuck. As Joss is
cool.
like, wow, that is amazing.
I can enchant any armor to make it look like clothing. And it can be clothing of your choice.
Understood. As
We can also make sure that armor never gets dirty.
Oh boy, I think I might need that.
I definitely need that. Tired of cleaning bloodstains out of this garment.
No, blood would be
Scotch-
very bad for the designs.
She Scotch guards it. Oh, that's exactly what it is. She just sprays a Scotch guard. There you go.
So, what materials do you use to make armor such as this?
It's more of a naturally sourced enchanted bark that we get from the Feywild.
Oh.
So it is as sturdy and as hardy as plate armor. In fact, most of, not all of the things in our shops are completely natural.
Oh. So like a druid could wear to use these. Nice.
So, wow. I am an armorer of some skill, and would you be able to teach me how to work this timber that you have here?
Kind of like purses her lips to the side and thinks about it, just like trading a long old family tradition of turning woods into metals, or at least as defensive as metals. I suppose I could.
You have 200 years.
Well, I would definitely be interested in learning, but I may be on a short time schedule, so I don't know how long I can stay here, but I'm no amateur smith. I've worked metals my entire life. Mostly iron and steel, of course. But I assume there's more tricks to working with wood than there is metal.
It is a different thing, yes. It is about carving the correct shapes into whoever wields it. Or
magic can sometimes fix that. We don't want to do too much magic on it, or it might twist and concave someone and crush them within the armor. That would be very bad.
Understood. Then let us keep our let's put a pin in this conversation. You can help my friend pick out some new clothing as I nudge Tora.
Yes, Tora. I'm thinking a lot of checkerboards.
Tell you what though, if you say you don't have the time, but if you ever do, I will teach you a lesson in trade for the hard labor of getting the materials for it.
That seems pretty fair.
You have caught my interest.
Yeah, not only would you know where it is, you also get the lesson. Like,
well, this specific material needs to be at the toughest time in the toughest season. Unfortunately, it is not winter yet here in Eos. However, in the winter court, it is winter all year round. And I need a specific type of fey maple.
Hey, Maple. Understood. If we head to the winter courts, I'd be happy to pick some up for you. Or at least do my best to find some and source it.
I would be incredibly indebted to you. And show you how to make it into an armor yourself.
Tora, can we go to the winter court?
No, not you two.
come on. But first, can we stop at Mesmeria? Just like
We have Mesmeria at home.
Mesmeria at home. It's literally just the Aladdin VHS.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
This is just Disneyland. You betrayed me. Well, either way, I had a quick question. Is it just metal armor, or do you also work with plain fabrics?
Well, I mean, I was first a tailor before I became an armorer, so to speak, but yes, we do have lots of different clothings. And we can have clothings that are disguised as other clothings. We can have clothings that are actually 5 different pairs of clothes.
Oh boy, the only clothing I have is just this magical wig I found after I smushed it onto a still beating heart.
Sort of, like, takes her hands up and, like, puffs the wig out a bit. Yeah, much better.
Yeah, it's like a pompadour that just deflates a little bit, like.
Now, what do you mean by 5 sets of clothes?
Well, yes, you can enchant 5 sets of clothing to become one entire unit. You just say a magic word and it switches to the next outfit.
Oh, like kind of like a multi-tool if it was like clothing.
You know, if you're going to a ball one day and then you have to go, I don't know, slit the throat of a politician.
Ah, yes, that's what you do on Tuesdays. So it's like you can have like 5 different outfits.
Oh,
That sounds amazing.
casual, formal, informal, with friends, without friends. Name your pick.
That sounds wonderful. I'm just saying the word fabricator would work very well. Just thinks about that.
While it would not gain the magical properties, we also have cloaks that are designed that way. She sort of points out to the particular one where it's like this white hood with this like purple flowing coat and these sort of feathers across the mantles.
Giles is eyeing that. He's like, but I already, if the cloak would change, that would be nice. I do need to accentuate my regular outfits normally.
You can change its color, style, the quality of the garment if you want it to look ragged. I do not know why you'd want to do that, but it is there in case you want it.
I mean, I suppose that's a safety mechanism. No one's going to rob someone who looks like they've been robbed twice already.
Exactly.
That is true. Or you could hide as a beggar, etc., etc. Yes.
If you're the sneaky type.
Yes. I wonder how Pain would look like that. He's kind of already a little drab already. He needs to
Since we
spruce
do
it
work in
up.
clothings, we do deal with some bartering with our jeweler friends, and they have wonderful magical items to help extenuate any of the clothes that you might buy here. We have a couple
Hmm.
of brooches, a circlet, and for the romantic types, we have this very special rose. And she points to like this sort of 5-colored rose inside a glass jar.
Oh, it's very Beauty and the Beast rose. Like,
And what is that?
now that is beautiful.
That would be the chromatic rose.
And it's all 5 colors.
Well, when you hold it, it becomes one of 5 colors, but when it is not being held, it is usually red. But I have made sure that the display case, as she like pulls the glass from it, it turns back into red.
Ah, see.
As far as anyone can tell, it is an innocuous plain rose. But for those who are in the adventuring business, it becomes a fairly deadly weapon.
I see. Well, it is beautiful.
Really?
If you hold it like so, and she sort of hands it over to you, Tora.
Hmm?
As you're holding the rose in its red shape, you feel this like warmth coming from your chest as you hold on to it. While you're holding this rose, you have resistance to fire damage.
Interesting.
And allow me if I will. We might need to step outside first. I do not want to burn the tree down.
Yep, by all means.
I'm following.
Oh yes, Joust is looking to see if there's magical clothes that just stay perpetually stylish depending on the location he's at. Like, I wonder if that's a thing, and thinks about it as he's walking outside. No matter what, it just turns to the most stylish clothes in the area.
The clothes of never going out of fashion.
Yeah, I'm always in fashion, honey.
You see her just take the rose and bring it up to her lips. And you see her blow the petals off of it. Sort of just spread out far and wide in this nice little opening just outside of her shop. You can tell she's made a safe area for this. Because in this 20-foot cone, the rose petals sort of crackle as the air just, from where she's standing, whips into this fiery cone.
Ah. Fire breathing.
And before you know it, the petals just sort of just begin to grow back onto the rose.
That is wonderful.
It is remarkable.
It's beautiful as well.
It comes in 5 different colors with their own types of cone business. But be careful. If you're holding this rose and you get hurt by that type of damage, you might lose the rose entirely. So be careful what color you choose.
I see.
Risk and reward. Okay.
A rose by any other name would be just as sweet.
I will be honest, I really just came in to improve my own wardrobe a little bit, but you've had some fascinating options.
Thank you. I try to be versatile in this. Not everybody just wants a shirt and be off on their way. Especially not here in Dragonbloom.
Now, I do have a question. Since I said I have a magical wig that does things, do you have... I don't think I really need these magical cleaning clothes now that I think about it, but I do tend to get very beat up a lot.
Ah, then you want clothes that repair themselves when they take...
I
That
do want
I
a
can
baseline
easily
and stuff
provide.
like that. I wonder if I could augment that into my wig. But either way, the clothes would be great. Now, I suppose the matter would be payment.
Well, if you have something of equal trade, otherwise it would just be 300 gold to make it your clothes mendable. I am not too picky. Or if you want
I'm
to
sorry.
split the deal halfway through, or however you want to buy it.
Sorry, it is strange to hear the wonderful system of bartering in a world that has been all of talking and all this stuff of, oh, I give you a hug or I let you breathe my shadow, stuff like that in this area. It's good to
Sometimes a
see.
warm hug is all you need.
It's just thinks about it. Yes, you are right. Like, but yes. Well, I am pretty much tapped out on money. Well, I suppose I might have some, but I know you are you all need your money more importantly, so.
How much would it be to get one of your plate mails crafted to my stature?
Half priced.
Ah, the glamour plate. Glamour plate for you. About 1,800 gold.
Oh. I'll definitely come back if I get that kind of money, but
Or I suppose
At the
if you
moment,
get that
I'm-
material.
Of
Oh,
course.
yes. What type of material was it? You said it was maple. Okay, it was
Fey
in a winter
maple.
court. maple.
Specifically of the winter court.
Very good.
It is said that the winter makes the wood much more tough.
I presume because it's cold all the time.
Perhaps.
and I have a feeling they won't let us just go in and take some.
Well,
How you say? They won't stop you, but the Feywild might.
so you
Aura?
have to get
The wild there is more dangerous than the people.
Right. So be sure to hug the tree before you act, and then you ask permission before you strip the bark. You have to get the tree's consent. That is right.
I wish
Whatever
I knew
makes you
other
sleep at night.
dialects. I wish I knew other dialects of Primordial.
Oh. Well, either way, Tora, I suppose we need to get you fashionable. Let's do a whole outfit scheme. I'm thinking top hat. I'm thinking stripes, very thin stripes.
We're going to ignore him.
So,
Put a
I do
maybe
have
on
one-
that top hat, just like what's the name?
We are not covering this hair.
I do have one more question.
Sure.
Would your armor would your armor be able to be fastened with another set in mind? Because I have a set of half plate that I've been looking to complete.
Augment and half plate into the glamour weave or whatever it is.
Into full plate glamour weave.
Hey.
And I have it with me if you would like to take a look.
Sure.
I pull out the mithril half plate +1 that we got from
From
the basilisk.
We can certainly try to hybridize it. Not often I get to see Mithril too much.
like I said, I'm more
Sturdy
used to
yet
working with
malleable.
metals. Indeed. Kind of like wood, but not quite.
We are to hybridize it. We'll need to make a few adjustments here. It's most of the Mithros in the chest, so we might have to make the other half be part of the maple wood. We can definitely make this work. Putting it together and materials to it.
Indeed.
I
All
can
right.
probably do 700.
That's a lot more doable, and I doubt you would take some kind of trade for how pricey this would be.
I mean,
But
it is up to you. Like I said, I'm not too big.
You see, also Joust does a quick finger point to you, Tron, and just like, you should ask her out. And he just like nods. He's like, I know you're in my mind, Drana. Like, kind of like, it's the shine in between.
I'm not using detect thoughts currently.
Mhm.
Well, so I know most people do trades of wisdom here, or stories, or sometimes trinkets. What is your preferred trade method? Just so I know what I can offer you.
Never had someone be so forward about it before.
Well, I don't want to give you something you don't value. Especially for helping me not only learn, but also make a fine set of armor.
Drona, could you roll me a D100?
Sure.
2 thumbs up.
31.
31. Sort of leans down to your level. How about the kiss?
Joust jumps as a fan.
Of course. And okay, I don't know what it'd be, but I want to sweep her off her feet and do a full-on kiss.
Everybody wants somebody sometime.
If you're going the full on, just like grabbing her down and just giving her a big smooch, this would be a performance check.
Oh, can I totally get Bardic for that real quick?
yes,
You
please.
absolutely can.
That was the whole finger, like, you should ask her out. It's like, I believe in you. Trust your instincts.
Oh, fuck!
No! No! Dropped her.
I dropped
it.
her.
That's it, 2,000.
That is a 7.
Well,
No, I blew it!
well, Drana 0 for 2, swinging out.
You go for the swivel as to like bring her down.
And she's probably surprised.
Like, yes, she's shocked by the forwardness, but you were already forward with her the first time. But by the time you like have her down to that level, you can hear her like the heels of her shoes sort of like slipping as you both like as you end up just like falling on top of her, like, and your heads sort of just like collide together.
True love.
Sorry about that. I'm a little too dramatic for my own good sometimes. But
We need to stop showing off here.
Tora, should we
I
go
can
and
still-
give him a moment? Backing up.
I can still make it worth your while as I cast Healing Word on her to make sure she's not hurt.
You would have casted Healing Word on her if she hadn't just like grabbed you by the shoulder and just went in for a kiss.
Oh shit!
And that's when Joss like, everybody wants something sometime.
Let's fucking go.
As I'm just like, giddy up. Like, well, Tora, I'm thinking bow tie.
I just accept it and kiss back wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Man, first kiss of the campaign.
There's got to be the compilation, man. We got to get him out. You know?
As you both pull back for a second, she's still lying on the floor,
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh,
and she's just.
I'll be right back.
Why don't we get to work on it?
of course. Of course, and maybe after I could treat you to a meal.
That is up to you if you're still in town.
We're at least staying the night.
Very good. I am so sorry. She like turns over to the rest of the. Was there anything you all needed to?
I was going to ask where a good show was, but I'm satisfied there.
Usually I would charge for a show like that.
So, as I said, I came to improve on what I am already wearing. However, you do have my curiosity on some of these. I'm curious about the 5 outfit enchantment and how much that would run.
Let me up.
Back, sorry.
Specifically an Ebron thing.
Ooh.
Say what?
The clothing in question.
Oh yes.
In fact,
yes,
a lot of these fashion statements are Ebron in design.
Ooh, fashion forward, baby.
Mista.
Oh man, all I have is a magical wig.
That would be the shift weave. Speak a command word as they transform it into the outfit of choice.
That's a good one.
It cannot be armor, it can only be clothing. Although it can look like you're pretending to be other sorts of clothing. Like an archmage's robes, perhaps? You're trying to impersonate somebody?
Oh, that's a clever use.
Oh, so it can duplicate, so it can look like other things, but doesn't like actually be magical. Okay.
Yes, but you must choose the 5 ahead of time. It cannot be on the fly.
Ah, so you have to pre-program it. I see.
Or you can take a look at our pre-designed ones. Although I'm sure you would like to design all of your very own.
Well, of course.
This one would also be a 300 gold remodel, much like the Mending Weave.
And the mending weave was interesting too.
In case you're ever in a scrape or a tussle and someone scratches your coat, it will begin to slowly stitch itself together.
We
That
have
would be
a
used-
Yeah, we have a friend who we have to run into before we can go too heavy into this. It won't be a problem afterwards, though. For now, what can we do with this? And Gob, you've seen like 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will basically detail like modifications, or or if an entire new outfit needs to be done, like what this would entail.
Just fancy clothes.
But the clothes are fine. The cloak would have to be separate. To make this work out just fine. We can make this work out. Wanted this main design to be your main one.
Yes, I'm not. Not entirely sure we can afford to do the shift just yet. Actually, you mentioned working with the local jewelers as well, right?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. What about this? And I'm going to take out the rough ruby, rough sapphire, and the rough aquamarine I have.
Ah, yes. I forgot about those, yeah.
They would be very much interested in this kind of work. I could send it over them and see if it can be polished up into something you can put into the clothes.
More or less meant how much this would be worth to you if you were to sell these to them.
Ah, if I were to sell them to them. Okay, I see. Bit of a halves and halves on the bartering, I see. Unfortunately, I'm not quite the jeweler myself. I can any eyeball it's worth if she's at it.
Ronan's off blushing in a corner somewhere.
By the way, you see Joust like slowly slide away and just put up for the fist bump, just like boom, as he's like, "That a girl, Captain, that a girl." Like, kind of like...
Knowing what I could probably get back on it, I probably bump the price down by half if that makes it good for you.
So 150-ish.
Yes.
Might have to just note this down. Unfortunately, at the moment, I might just have to go for just upgrading the look, but you definitely have my interest.
Oh yes,
I will absolutely be back to give you more money.
For sure, I'd be happy to get your business card or whatever. This place is beautiful. You have a wonderful shop.
My word of mouth goes very far. Lady Tootsweet.
Ah, Lady Tootsweet. Bon.
If we are looking to simply upgrade into fine clothes and update the design, give you a nice cloak, we can make that for 20 gold.
For your work, that feels like a bargain.
Oh, do not make me blush.
Oh no, she beat me to it.
Speaking of blush, why about you two have a date afterwards as a celebration?
Ruan Joust!
What, Captain? What?
Joust, you're being a good wingman, but let player play.
All right, I'm just saying. I would write songs of your relationship. It's just like turns to walk away.
Please don't.
A lady and a captain off on an escapade. Scandalous.
Yes. You are giving me ideas, Tootsweet. You are giving me ideas. The pirate queen and the lady to be.
Excuse me, Joust? Giving out information for free now?
I'm sorry. She asked for coin, not information.
I go either way.
Out.
Well, Joust
That
goes
is
like,
quite the statement.
oh my.
Oh.
Joust goes, oh my. He turns and walks away.
All that said, this could be a night worth telling a story that would be valuable to someone else in this town.
Oh, imagine the goss going around. Oh, Sweet's got a girlfriend?
But yes, I will get right on that outfit for you.
Yes.
Mr.
Mukana.
Mukana.
Tora
Very well.
Mukana.
You see her just like bring her hand up, and the small outfit just starts bringing in more supplies for her. You're staying in town, no?
Yes. Yes, we are. At the Four Seasons.
Oh, wonderful. I can get this finished and make a delivery to your room by the end of the night.
Good service.
That is wonderfully quick. Yes.
That's dry
Would
cleaning
appreciate
only
that.
service. Yeah, like, wow.
Well, since I might be sticking around here and helping you, I could deliver it since I know what room we're in.
If you're staying around.
I'd love to see you work.
And I'd love to see you see me work.
I think we should give them a moment, Tor.
Yeah,
That's all we want.
we're just me and Joust
You
fading
see,
into the back.
You see, Joust has a fan. It's like, I do declare.
I just leave the 20 gold on the counter and just fade back toward the door.
All right, have a good night, you two. Goodbye. Just like slowly out. You all have fun now. Just leave.
Sounds like I'm making a miniature soon.
Hey yo.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh boy, lady,
Let's
dude.
do
that-
it.
I mean, fabric and metal interweave. That's the perfect like
Oof.
armor relationship right there. Like, oh hell yeah. Like,
An artisan at her finest.
ooh. Lady, that's sweet.
So, with that, the Joust and Tora just like
Pretty awkward.
meld behind the bushes like Homer Simpson and just make their way back to the Four Seasons.
Hey Tora, I've always wanted to do this. Just go ahead. He just faced us. Like, oh.
You will find Payne just basically like looking like he freshly got out of like the shower. His hair is still drying off. And he's just like jotting down a few notes. Where's Drona?
Well, bartering, yes.
And
They are- she is
left her
you-
alone. Why?
You could say she's working with her skilled hands.
Huh?
Wink, wink,
What?
wink, wink.
Joust, look who you're talking to. That's not gonna work.
Right. Hi, Payne. You look like not a drowned rat today.
She's making sexy with a tailor.
Ah, yes, that is what the word I was looking for. Sexy time.
Huh?
Right. Well,
Oh my-
they really hit it off. It was awkward at first, and boy howdy, it was, as the
Hang
story
on,
would say.
hang on. Time out. You're saying that Drona actually landed a date?
I think it's more than a date. I think it's a sealed deal.
For someone who is so well suited for smithing and crafting, and for someone who is so well suited for tailoring, the work itself could be considered a date. As these two are like both giving each other tips, you see the thread pretty much hands off at this point, like magically dancing to weave the mithril with this this new form of armor that is being introduced to it.
I'm getting ghost pottery vibes, you know?
It was supposed to be more of like a clothed version of Beauty and the Beast, Be Our Guest.
Oh, that's cool.
So- what?
Oh
I
yes.
miss everything.
Oh yeah. Maybe you shouldn't sit in the tub while we leave.
Well, you know what? I needed the bath anyway.
Yes, your hair was looking pretty unkempt. It looks slightly better now.
Thanks.
What? I mean, you look like a person who would drink blood, I guess. I mean, I look like
I think
this
that's
all
what
the
we
time.
I think that's what he wants to avoid, actually.
Oh, right. Well, I think a bow tie would really fix your outfit, Payne. I'm just saying.
Fuck off.
Okay, ascot. Like Tora rocks it. I mean, look at the two of you with ascots. Peak.
Just gonna go back to my notes.
What are you writing?
Notes.
Okay. Laffy, have you enjoyed the view while we were gone?
Elafi is just staring at the windows, hopefully southward, if it's available from our room.
This would be more of a west-southwest. You get a good view this way, essentially.
Yeah, great amphitheater viewing. Yeah. I know.
And
isn't it beautiful out there?
Elafi is evidently thinking because he doesn't give you a response.
As Joust is kind of like, he just kind of stands and looks at the tree line. He's like, lot of leaves. 1 leaf, 2 leaf, 3 leaf. Like kind of watching the autumn leaves go down.
He just basically like wraps up the friggin' notes, puts them away back in his inventory, and just like kind of scoots over to Tor, just like,
It's been so quiet here. It was absolutely lovely. Thank you for getting him out of here.
I mean, I can't take full credit. He just kind of followed us like a puppy.
Well, you know what? It was nice while it lasted. So, what'd you get?
Let's see. Well, like we said, Drana got a good date. I'm getting a little bit of an upgrade to the outfit.
Is it going to be better than what Patre had?
We're going to try. Actually, this you know, for a tailor and armorer, this woman has some really interesting things you might be interested in yourself.
Oh, yes.
Why do you think that?
Because she has enchantments that prevent clothing from being damaged. They mend themselves. Great for your line of work. Also good for your line of work. There are enchantments that let you switch outfits on, with a command word.
Okay,
So-
that one I might be interested in. Considering I'm not going to be keelhauled every single fucking day.
They're about 300 gold a pop, so we might have to wait for Slambo to come back with our money.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll find us either way.
Oh, inevitably.
Knowing that man, very much so, yeah. You should try the bag, by the way, when you have a chance.
I likely will.
Mm.
Being this close to home's got me a little bit tense. Hot bath sounds good.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised no one's recognized you yet.
Not exactly the way I looked when I left.
What, were you hiding the fact that you're not an autumn Eladrin, but a summer? It was my attempt at a joke. It clearly failed. I'm sorry.
It's nice that you. I appreciate the effort. You know, you're improving. You work on a joke. I'm gonna go take a bath, and we'll see what you come up with when I'm done.
You mean I actually have to put in effort? Fuck!
I could be happy to help write some jokes if you need, Payne.
Nope.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Joust, you go to that. I'm going to go to the bath. Bye, sunshine. I'm leaving.
Well,
Hate you.
all right. Well, the key to a proper joke is subject matter. I find the difference, you know, when elements split apart, that is quite interesting. When two hydrogen molecules break apart. He's like going through like a sciencey, like kind of like oh.
I get enough battery to bring my model back, and you're gonna make me do the what face?
Ah. Yeah, but he's
I can
just
just
like,
imagine like Joseph's like, so what is it that makes you laugh, Payne?
Human shish kebab.
okay, how many human shish kebabs does it take to screw in a electrical socket?
It doesn't. They're all stuck together.
That is humorous.
Is it though? Or are you just trying to make me feel better?
It is not humorous.
That's what I thought.
I am still trying to contemplate humor myself.
To be quite fair, my sense of humor is very morbid.
Well, one could say I wasn't built there. Perhaps I don't have a funny bone in my body.
E-bones.
I'm
Or
going to
any
just,
bones.
I'm gonna just not. I'm gonna refrain from whatever was being circulated in my brain right now, and just let that be.
Alright. Well, if we cannot work on jokes, why don't we work on each other? How are you feeling, Payne?
You know, I was feeling quite relaxed until you showed back up again.
I apologize. I do not mean to make you feel uncomfortable. Is there anything I could do to make your stay more pleasant? Perhaps some fresh tea, or something from the bar.
You know what? Get me a whiskey, if you would.
Whiskey, would you like it neat or on the rocks?
Either's fine.
Very well. As he gets
Where
up
did
and
you
heads towards the-
learn those Elafi suddenly snapping back into being?
Well, it is simple protocol procedures. Serving different wines, whiskey, of all that time. I know how to make a mean mojito.
Oh, by the way,
Yes?
we should inform you what we did learn from Patre while we spoke with him.
Oh yes, you did tell me about Alafi's wife, and also on the matter that was with Tora's family.
There was one other thing.
Oh, well, very well. What is it?
He claims that your family misses you.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
That your family misses you.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I think he's not taking the info well.
No, he seems like he hears it and goes, like every time you say it, like involuntarily, just like a neck, like, like you see like a unusual amount of electricity. Hmm?
You mentioned a while back a house redacted.
Yes. I am J0138, unit protocol droid of House Redacted.
Yeah, that's what's got me curious.
What? That is simple. That was simple. That was simple matter. I
Well, the
already
thing
told you
is
what
that-
house I was of.
That's the thing. I don't believe that there's a house redacted. I believe that that's just a way for them to cover up their names, which is very odd.
Don't know what you're talking about. I told you that I am House of Redacted.
Joust, you're saying redacted, not
Oh, am
the
I?
actual name.
No, I told you the name that I remember. It is Redacted. like involuntarily, like just a different voice, like Redacted.
I'd love if you help me out here.
Yeah.
But
Just,
Okay. Yes.
it seems that whatever's happening,
Mm-hmm.
you're not exactly in control in those moments.
Oh. Okay.
Like something is actually trying to keep you quiet about who it is that your family is.
Hmm.
And how would you feel if we told you that your family misses you?
You see, for a moment, he thinks he's like, my family misses me.
That's what they claim, but we know you don't want to go back to Fallen Fire, and that's entirely fair.
He thinks for a moment. He's like, no, I would love to go back.
Are you sure? Because you seemed very adamant on not going.
Well, as far as I remember, there is one person I would like to see, but I cannot remember them. But It is like a feeling. Have you ever been far away from home, but say a family member was there and you longed for them?
I feel
look
like
immediately over to Elafi.
I might have a little bit of an inkling of what you're saying.
Yes, one could say it is homesickness.
Oh yeah.
To see, to walk among the streets of people, to see others of my build, other creatures, the technology, and to come home to that house that I can't. And then he just like stops for a moment. Very well, you would like your whiskey neat.
That or on the rocks is fine. Look,
Yeah.
Joust,
Very, yes.
if you don't want to go back to Falling Fire, you don't have to.
You see, for a moment, he thinks he's like, I would love to go back, to walk along the streets, all people's a different mind like that.
I'm just saying, you have a right to say you don't want to go back.
I do want to go back.
Or if you did, we would be there to help you.
Well, it seems you were adamant about not going when I said we should go.
Circumstances change, Joust.
Well,
Like the circumstance with my wife just today. At first, I thought I was going in for a rescue mission. Now I found
Well,
out she's totally fine.
well, either way, things will change better. But right now, that is a pit. We'll put a pin in that. I need to get you a whiskey neat. Elafi, drink order? Anything? You look like a mojito man.
I don't even know what a mojito is, but sure, I'll take one.
It is a mix of rum and mint.
That sounds weird, sure.
It's very tart.
Oh, maybe I'll like it then.
You see, it seems it'll grow on you. But yeah,
Just shouting from the bathroom, bring me one!
very well.
Bathroom
Dude.
drinking, woo!
As he thinks about it, he's like, also, I will ask to see when the ferry is coming, because I would love to at least take a week away from there. And if
Oh my
not,
God.
I will. If not, you all go to visit Alapi's family, and I will find my one true place. And he starts turning outside and walking down to the bar.
So that was interesting.
Yeah. Got more questions than answers, but I mean,
It's familiar to someone else's story of trying to figure who they are. It's crazy.
very funny.
I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly, two separate things.
You got something to say about that, Elafi? Might as well say it now.
No, I've said everything I need to.
Right.
I'm not even telling you to play nice. I'm just
Maybe not.
it's nice to walk the path with someone.
Look, for what it's worth, circumstances being what they are, I'm fine with the way that I am. I just like to have at least a little bit of closure before moving on.
All right. Well, if he gives you like a little shrug, like sure do.
Why is it that every time that I talk to you, it doesn't seem like you're entirely convinced?
Elafi seems to think for a moment, then adds, I guess it's because you don't seem very convinced.
Oh shit. Oh shit, he reverse Uno'd.
Reverse Uno or draw 14 a lot.
Joust for your order
Elafi's-
drinks 5 gold pieces.
All right. And Joust thinks about it. Joust, like, it's pocket, and pulls out his last 5 gold. pocket. Ah, there we go. All I got now is some Electrum. Ooh.
Elafi's going to add onto what he said, saying, but you don't need a reason. You don't have to justify it to yourself or anyone. I understand that justifying things is kind of how you've done things, whether from what you can remember or what you may not, you seem like the type that would definitely have that control, but know that it's not that big a deal, I guess.
I mean, to you, it's not. You accept things as they are. It's pretty easy for you.
As I said, if you don't, that's fine. Don't have to be so. What's the word? Cryptic, I guess.
Aloof.
Oh, but that's my whole shtick.
Hey, if you're having fun with it, you keep having fun with it. Don't let me or anyone cramp your style. Just don't mind if Joust does the same thing, eh? And then Olaf will start to stand up.
Yeah, you see he comes back and I am sorry, did not mean to interrupt. But here
Just if you ever start encroaching on the edgy market, kindly not. I'm just saying.
Olaf is
my
walking out the door, grabbing his drink from Joust's hand and saying, he already has, and is left out the door.
You better fucking not!
But how can I be on the edge when I'm clearly inside the room?
Yeah, you stay inside the room. Anyway.
And then I'll walk in into Tora. I'll give the whiskey over there. I got it neat, by the way, so it's with ice.
Thanks.
And then I'll walk into the bathroom with Tora because he does not understand the concept of nudity, and he's like, "Here you go, Tora," and just like kind of like you in the bath. And just like,
nude bath with alcohol.
as I'm just like, is there anything else you would like, Tora?
No,
Perhaps some mixed nuts or anything.
no, I've got plenty of nuts on me.
Ah.
We can go. Thank you.
You see, like he has a little tray. He's like, "Very good, sir," and like turns away and like walks away. Like,
God, this session
Like,
alone, I want
as-
so much fan art of.
Joust is walking into the bathroom. Elafi is leaving the room, turns back, and is like, look at that. No, Joust has seen him naked before you did. And then leaves.
Fucking what?
by the way, Tora.
What does that matter?
Elafi's already gone. If you
Yeah,
check the
you-
corner, I've done a full stealth check to hide, you can't find me.
Fuck you!
Yeah, I love to think that Tora as he's like close to the bathroom, he's like, by the way, nice. And then like my God. He like slides it. Little SpongeBob just
Drana.
Why does Pain suddenly feel a twinge of jealousy?
oh my. Meanwhile, oh man, hot craft in action. And the party really gets started when Snoop Dogg gets this.
What the fuck? Drana, you are the wonderful owner of Tora's fine clothes as well as a mithril plate armor.
Ooh.
So, we'll have to talk about what that actually does. Because
It is a +1 armor that does not have disadvantage on stealth checks.
Oh, that's sick.
That's amazing.
And
now you'll
That's
leave got
perfect for you.
And it looks like clothing, but like stiffens to armor when hit, like kind of thing. Oh, that's sick.
Well, it's essentially like the bracers, the armor of the limbs is essentially this like deep brown hard wood, like placed like strapped around this essentially metal bracings that you've given it, where like the plate of armor is being replaced with wood.
Oh, that's sick. Weaving in between the metal. Oh, that's fucking metal.
Yeah,
That's
weaved
cool.
inside the mithril, which is kind of like this this sort of seafoam, like this bluish green color.
That's cool.
I'm definitely making a model after this.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, just
hell yeah.
take that idea, use your imagination, and have fun.
Okay, so that's another design to jot down for Drana. Still working on Tora's.
If you want to look up the yeah, if you want to look up the color of maple trees, that is essentially the reference.
Oh yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. That. I know what color you're thinking of. Yeah.
I mean, as long as I can still go with the yellow color scheme, then that's perfectly fine.
I was mostly describing it for Drana's character creator.
Mm.
Yeah, I have polished maple in here. As an
Oh,
option.
so it's got that like reddish maple color leaf. Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna ask this out of character. Hey, Tora, you want to go on a walk with Thane?
You gotta go in
Do
the
you want-
bathroom. He's in the bathroom.
Yeah,
I
do you
mean,
want me to
after you're done with your bath, obviously.
Okay.
Or Jow's just standing there
I-
like a servant in the corner.
I
By
mean,
the
things
way.
can be. Yeah, I mean, things can be done. Yeah.
All right, cool.
So yeah, you have your armor, and she is just like, "Hey, an absolute pleasure working with you."
And I'll definitely be back. I can't let those pretty eyes leave my sight for too long.
Oh, that is a good liner. I like it.
He's so corny. But I would very much enjoy that.
I promise to come back before we leave, and on our way back as well.
Going to make a down payment for something else? And she sort of like gives you like a kissy face.
Ooh. Put it on layaway.
Well, every moment of your time is so worth thousands of moments in mine.
More corny.
Take care, you little tease.
You as well. As I give her a small salute and walk out in my new armor. I now have mithril plate, which is fucking crazy.
Plus
Beautiful.
one armor is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially 19 AC by default,
Mm-hmm.
So good.
on top of everything else the Forge Cleric can do.
Well, because it's magical, I can no longer put the +1 enchantment on that, but now I can put it on my weapon instead.
Exactly.
Oh, this is going to be sick.
I have opened up the opportunities for little Drana here. Anyway, what's Laffy up to?
Elafia is doing a quick walk to check on the stables. Just to make sure nobody's found out. Or, if someone has, to convince him it's not actually that big a deal.
It's gonna be weird describing this, but you see a gnome with an easel sitting next to the horses.
Hey.
He's the valet. He's drawing the horse. Obviously.
Howdy.
Elafia just gives a nod and just walks up to his horses.
Yeah, as you approach, you see he's actually painting a portrait of the horses.
Ow.
Sorry to interrupt. And Elafia will make sure they've been fed. Water.
No worries.
At least the one of them.
The one on the left, so perfectly still. It's beautiful.
Elafi,
Uh-huh.
this painter must not have noticed, but from one of the horses, Muerte, you see from one of his hooves, sort of slithering past the foot, is like a vine that's dug into the ground from the horse.
Okay.
That's how he's feeding.
Oh, he ingrains. He's like a root system.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Elafia will give
cool.
more a pat.
You gotta water your horse every day.
At least give him some water, yeah.
Little drink of water. I love Merte.
I'll turn and give, what are we calling this one? Duke 3 a pat?
No, we called her Penelope.
That's Penelope.
Penelope.
Yes,
Right,
Penelope.
right.
The last Duke is gonna be Duke 2 Electric Boogaloo. You know. Penelope.
Thank you.
Are you sure it's not pronounced Penelope?
Penelope? What?
Yeah, just to say, yes, it is Penelope.
Muerte and Penelope.
Penelope.
I kind of like that more, honestly.
Penelope.
Is what it is.
I love it.
I
Love it.
cannot take credit for that. That was an old NPC in a D&D.
Penelope. Instead of Penelope, it's Penelope.
Alright, continue.
I love it. I love it. So, just a guy drawing your horses. Nothing weird about this. You know? Yeah, I mean, this is a bard town. You know, guys.
Olaf will start to walk away. Just be like,
You're
just keep an eye on him.
you can only imagine that he came down here to paint these horses in a portrait in an attempt to barter with his portrait.
I mean, it's a
Yeah,
good.
I'm just
it's
leaving
good
to it, right?
canvas. Yeah, you know.
You don't see horses like this? Oh, skeletal.
He noticed?
Well, he
Olaf
noticed
just pause.
You know he noticed like the Dia de los Muertos sort of like designs you put on both of them.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, you know, like yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to make some art on our way in just for fun.
Yeah, it's real pretty.
Thank you. It's actually my work specifically, the painting and whatnot.
Ah, well done.
Fellow painters.
He just pays you no mind.
Right? It's just like
I pay him.
As long as you're just like live and let live, you just both like go off on your business.
not doing anything illegal.
I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna draw attention to it. Sometimes you just live and let live, you know?
Well,
so Olaf is gonna walk this way. Live and let anyway.
Live and let undie.
Yeah,
Hello,
there's
yes,
Olaf
I am
gonna
right
walk
here.
too. What else is around here? I don't know what this is. Olaf is going here.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
Alafi, while it appears to be a more empty forum, you see that there are 4 chairs in 4 cardinal directions, each under their own canopy. As well as like the center stage, as it were.
Oh, this is where the book is.
Ah, just another performance area.
Less of a performance and more of a political area.
Ooh.
As you can
Even
see,
less interesting. Got it.
That's
as
hey.
you can see, each of the thrones is flavored with the 4 seasons in mind.
Oh, yeah, that does make sense.
Obviously, you never watched, the episode 2 of Star Wars. That's clearly the most important thing: political trade there.
It's okay.
It appears to be a sort of place where the Feywild converges with Aleus in political discussion.
Mhm.
Oh, I dig it.
Olaf will just take a little wander around the south edge of this and just stare southwards for a bit, just for funsies. And let whatever happens, like if anything wants to come past him, it can come past him. Olafi is vaguely paying attention. There's a lot to think about, planning. Suddenly it went from, save family to, well, I mean, if my son started, I might as well finish it, right?
Yeah, at least she's not like, being tortured every day kind of thing, you know?
Oh, but his son might be.
Yeah.
It's a lot on his mind.
A lot to learn in a day, too, right? Like, jeez.
Like, hey, saw your wife. She's fine. Heard about your son. He's a revolutionary named Deathbow now.
Folk hero, etc., etc.
His revolution didn't quite go well, so, yeah, who knows where he's at now.
Yep.
Good luck. Bye. And the guy just leaves.
Even trade, baby. Talk to
Rescue
you later.
mission at some point.
Even trade.
Even trade, maybe. Yeah, as if. That guy got a much better trade out of me.
King of Durandaral.
Oh yeah, given
I kind of just win this area, honestly. Yay,
Yeah.
fun backstories.
I win here. I win this
I
contest.
am the winner. I'm the boy that wins.
I sent you something, Cal.
Oh.
Now that's a horse over the color. Well,
Anyway.
everyone. So should we all convene for the night and I go enjoy the stars out with the horses?
you hear a knock at the door.
Oh, I will get it. Don't worry. Don't want to mess with the new couple. And turn around, like, and just
What?
open up the door.
What?
Just enjoy your drinks. And,
Hey, Joust.
ah,
I got
Captain.
Tora's clothes.
Ah, yes, he is naked in the bathroom. You can go see him in there.
No, it's fine. I'm on my way. It's fine. I'm on my way out.
Oh, my
Okay.
apologies. He is on his way out.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, Drana just sits at the table
You look
Yeah,
well,
the-
Captain.
in
Yeah.
her new fancy ass half wooden, half mithril armor.
I can't quite place it, Captain, but you seem more armored.
You also seem redder than usual.
Well,
Yes, girl. Dish, dish,
Ha-
dish.
well, artisans match up in ways unexpected.
As if two separate coins finally joined together. Oh, wow. You already got a model made. Hot damn.
I had one made. I just need to recolor it.
Oh, damn. That looks great. That's actually really cool. Wow. You look like this seafaring deadly pirate cleric now. Like,
Yeah, nice.
yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
Metal. Oh,
Good,
man.
Yeah.
looking good.
Looking good in the
did
neighborhood.
awesome.
And
Nice.
now I have 21 armor, by the way.
Oof. Beautiful.
Alright.
Well, Captain,
You can keep
I'm
the
glad
other one
that
for
your date
yourself.
went well. But yes, it
Wait,
seems
you have
that
a
so. Yeah, you seem like a match made in heaven, Captain.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're stuck traveling, and she's staying here for the time being.
Well-
We won't be able to see her again.
Plan to see her before we leave, and then plan to see her on our way back.
The heart may
About it.
travel far, my captain, but it will always find a home where it lies.
And until we plan on settling down, well, we can't stay in any place for too long.
Ah,
You only just met.
I'm glad that at least there were sparks, and also wood, and other whatever things come up in the metallurgy.
I can see why my I can see why my fathers get along so well. Wood carving and metalworking seem to go hand in hand with each other.
I think they would enjoy. I think they would enjoy your choices, Captain. She seems like a good keeper. I'd say, nice.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
we'll have to see as things move on.
And maybe she could join us on a trip down to the island after we figure out what happened with Tora's family and with Olafi's family. That would be nice, a nice little vacation, all 6 of us.
Agreed.
Just goes, yes. Kind of like, it's like a fist of
But
one convinced. Oh.
we still need to find what's going on here in Elias. We need to keep your promise after all, Joust.
Well, let me worry about that. I made the promise.
Yeah, but if people find out that that we flake on promises we make, then we won't be very trustworthy, and we will hardly have any allies.
I have never broken a promise.
Elafe's suddenly in the room now and just
Ah.
adds, just make sure that you come get us.
Oh, well, yes, I know. I'm just saying. Maybe we just need to be the catalyst that changes the status quo.
Payne
It's
is
the first
going
time we've
to...
done that.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just dropping another one-liner.
Panda's just gonna get up and start heading out.
All right. Have a good night, Kane.
I'll be back in a bit.
Where you
All
going?
right.
Just going out for a walk. Need some
Inside check.
Insight. Romance check. Go.
Sorry. Will you allow me to insight check Pain?
I mean, there's really nothing that he's hiding.
Yeah. No. He's just going on a walk. Right.
He's just gonna go on a walk.
Are you going to feed? Would be my main question.
No.
Hmm.
No.
Oh man, just suck off some random poor hippie bard, like, just die so shriveled up.
No, you can't come with Drona because I'm not gonna be going to feed. Okay.
Oh, well, the
Understood.
bar is down to the left.
Well, and that's
Sorry,
where
I'm
I'll
a drink. I'm good.
All right, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You should. I forgot. I could take
Get
that.
Drona something.
Ah, right, my captain. If you have any gold, I would be happy to get you a drink.
Oh no, I can get myself a drink. Besides, I like the bar's atmosphere.
Ah, of course, my captain.
It's at this point Tora would come out of the bathroom, completely dried. Although one hand has the empty glass, the other hand has all of the clothes that he hasn't bothered putting back on. Completely
As Joust holds up the tray, thank you. I will take that. Takes the empty glass.
Thank you, Joust.
Of course.
Go,
Looking good.
Jesus.
As like Tor, as he looks. By the way, nice. Just like he's walking. Like,
I know.
my man.
I think that is
Shall I give you a moment of privacy?
Privacy?
We will give him a moment of privacy next time.
Ah.
I think he didn't want privacy. He would have had it otherwise.
Tora's got nothing to hide.
Of course he does.
Either way, thank you all so much for watching. I would tell you we have other stuff going on, but this goblin's going to MegaCon tomorrow, so I'm
MegaCon!
Bastard.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah,
for
you
that.
gotta go get ready.
And go to
Yeah,
bed.
we're leaving in 5 hours.
Oh, get rest.
Ooh.
God.
But thank you all so much for watching, and hey Tora, why don't you roll me a d10?
Oh
Don't do that to
no.
me.